Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Where's my microphone? Hello, 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 hello. Hold on a second. Hello, top chat, live chat. Good to see you, everyone. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, Paul Yarrett. Hello, Gnome Hunter. Hello, Alex and Ruben. It's boys' night tonight. Boys, not six badges is from France. He's living in France. Where in France? Living in France. Okay. Alex is here. Where's the girls? No girls. Okay, it's just us boys. Well, Mr. Steve Cuff is here. I'm a man's man. I'm a man's man. I've had an incredible day. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Let's fix this thing. Let's fix this thing. Can you see this? Can you see this? I'm not sure whether this is the right thing. There you go. Joodles is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. I can go again if you don't. No. We want Joodles to be here. Joodles keeps the boy. I was told today that Joodles has to be here because she is the queen. I wasn't told this, but she is the queen of the show, and Joodles is very, very important. I'm gonna go get some more. I'm gonna sit on a sunbed tomorrow, I think. Prince Andrew getting arrested. That's I don't know if I'm happy about that. He's not the right guy. He shouldn't be arrested. They shouldn't arrest him. They shouldn't arrest any of them. They should just say, okay, we're not paying you any more money. Basically, thank you for a job well done. Look what I have. Look at the new shoes. Look at the new shoes. Can you see this? You probably can't. What is that thing there? Can you see this? Pair of size 5.5 English. Let's see what size these are for in the European shoes. These are they're Hecho in Vietnam brand. They're 38 European shoes. Look at the shoe. Probably can't. Can you tell the shoes? I don't know if it's bright enough to tell the shoes. But look at how beautiful those are. They're made by Aldo. Do you guys know of Aldo? Well, only Joodles might know, but the rest of you probably don't know. I mean, I saw it, and I said to myself, those are nice shoes. But they're not for men. Well, they could be for men, but they're not the right size. They're size 38. Is 38, is that a normal size, or is it just for women's size? Hold on one second. Messages. Kinky boots, boop, boop. They're kinky boots. Another prostitute couldn't get dressed quick enough and ran off in the park, Ruben. I'd like to use prostitutes, but I can't. They're too expensive for me. I'm too cheap. Streaky Bacon is here. That's right. They're Nancy Sinatra size 5.5, size 38. Is that what Nancy Sinatra size? Let's find out what size boots. What size boots did Nancy Sinatra wear? Does it say? It doesn't say. Why wouldn't it say? Wouldn't anybody know? These boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. A pretty girl, Nancy Sinatra. Her mother let herself go, it looked like. But she was just, she was good looking. It doesn't say. If anybody can find out what it says, let me know. Alex is here. These boots were made for walking. That's right. Nancy Sinatra's 6 badges. It is just normal or just for women? What, yes, is there one size for men and one size for women? That's the question that I'm asking, Joodles. It's not such a tough question. Is it one size for men or one size, whatever? What's the question? 5'6" is the most popular size for women's feet, if that helps. 5 or 6? No, it says 38 EU. Now my feet are 46 EU. Okay. If is there 46M or 46 whatever? Or can a man wear a 38 EU? I think I'm not asking it properly. Men have bigger feet usually, so do trans women. Yes, that's true. But if you go into a shop, okay, if you go into a shop, there's a woman's size shoe and a men's size shoe. I don't honestly know the size boots Nancy Sinatra wore 6 badges, but I'll make something up. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. So maybe she's a 5.5. I don't know. What was the EU is the size in centimeters, right? So a man, if there's a woman's shoe and it's size 46, could I fit in that? Could I fit in that? There you go. Caroline Cooper is here. She's going to defend the NHS. Very good. You go ahead, girl. You go, girl. It's a size in centimeters, so it's 38 centimeters long, right? So it's not any different for men and women. It's a size 38. It can look like a woman's shoe, but a man could fit in it if he's size 38. Yes, you will fit into any size 48 shoe because your feet are 48 centimeters long. Okay, I did not know that. I didn't know that. We're learning. This is a learning thing. A men's 8.5 shoe will be a woman's size 10 if a shoemaker uses standard scale sizing, also known as the Footwear Industries of America scale. I did not know that. That was so confusing for me when I came here about the shoe sizes, laugh out loud. I'd always mix them up. So, like with old-fashioned shoe size, a men's 8.5, right? Okay, is different than a woman's 8.5, Kermit. But if it's marked in the European measurement, okay, there was a film about women's boot company who started doing big sizes for drag acts. I bet there is. I bet there is that. Nancy Sinatra was a 9.5. So she did not have a man-sized foot. She had a big foot, though. It sounds like a big foot. You want to know a fun fact? British sizes in shoes are measured in barley corns. I did not know that. How big is a barley corn? What exactly is a barley corn? What does a barley corn look like? Joodles, is that the circumference in barley corns? Act your age, not your shoe size, Paul Yoward says. Note Lewis is making this fascinating. That should not be possible. Well, women's feet are quite interesting, really. I'm not exactly a foot person, but a nice foot, a nice foot. I like a nice foot. I had the same experience with Durex in the UK. Are you saying you're asking for what size does this condom come in? Does it come in women's sizes? That must be pretty big if I can line up 13 of them along my foot. A barley corn, size 9. I'm too scared to ask what you mean, Cuffy. What does Cuffy mean by in circumference? Extra. Hello, my son. Hi. I got some oats for you. Don't eat them though. Why, are you sick? Okay. Take a warm bath. Okay, very good. Get as warm as you can. Put on a shirt. 38 centimeters, more like 12 inches. So I doubt that's the length of the measurements. That's a good question. Where I'm going to get the, hold on a second. Okay, 12. Size 12 is 32 centimeters. Can you see this? This is the, can you see the inches here? I don't know if you can see the inches, but size 12 inches, which is similar to like my foot is about this size, big feet, is 31 centimeters. 31 centimeters. Your foot is also exactly the same length from the crook of your elbow to the crease of your wrist. I know that too. I know that too. It theoretically, I remember being really, really worried about that. I remember being really worried. Yeah, that's 11, 12. That's 12. That's 12. Um, why do feet smell like cheese? Because God wants us to nibble on them. When you're right, where do I get that from then? Cruffy, um, what did I miss there? A woman's foot, of a woman's foot. 38 centimeters. If a 38 centimeter foot, that can't be right. Here's 38 centimeters. Here's 38 cent. That can't be right. That's 38 centimeters. That's a very big foot. A foot cannot be, a woman's foot cannot be 38 centimeters. This shoe, this shoe here is 24. Is 24. Is 24. I got to turn the heat off here. Not the heat, the phone. I'm turning the phone off. This, okay. I'm a UK 7.5 and a Euro 44, so it's not centimeters. I'm sure about that. No, it can't be centimeters. It can't be. I think you missed Judel saying she had clown feet, Lewis. Oh, yeah. I'll still love her no matter what. No matter what. I'll still love her no matter what. So it can't be centimeters. If it's not centimeters, what is it then? There was some variation. People who are genetically robust have larger hands and feet. Have larger hands and feet, and correlate a perturbed womb development will lead to smaller hands and feet Okay, why do noses run and feet smell? Paul C is here. That's a different Paul. Hello, Paul C. Welcome back. Welcome back. There is a specialist shop in Ferndown, that sells high heels and bras in men's sizes. But I bet you're all wondering how I know. How do you know? Where is Ferndown? I've never heard of the town Ferndown. There's Shoe Size Guru, according to let me go over here. I'll go here and I'll look at it right now. I'd like to find out about this. It's very, very, very important. I'm finding tons of shoes on the street. I'm finding tons and tons of shoes on the street. I'm finding tons of shoes in the street. Oh, God, so it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. So Kermit sent this in. Let's take a look at this. Can you see this now? Okay. But it doesn't talk about the European thing. What about the European thing? India and UK are the same. UK, understanding shoe size. Shoe size guru. I'm not going to subscribe to that. Okay. Oh, here we go. The EU. The foot size in inches. What does it say here? Here's the Euro. I don't know if the EU is not centimeters. The EU is not centimeters. Can you see this? Can you make head or tail of this? Can you make head or tail of that? Someone was missing the war, it seems, at least in this. Okay. Are we not talking about shoe size anymore? What happened? I'm on live chat, Kermit. I don't know what we're talking. We're not talking about this anymore. Okay, you don't want to talk about it. I don't have to talk about it. So welcome everyone. Welcome. Today is the 247th day of our stream. 247 days. That's a lot. And this is the 92nd night stream. 92nd night stream. 92nd night stream. And the earliest room, we were talking about the NHS. We were talking about, I don't remember what we were talking about. We don't need to go back there. I'm a bit tired right now. Tom Waits has a great lyric, making feet for children's shoes. You're going to Europe to buy your next pair of brogues, Lewis. I do not like brogues. I have a couple of them, which I have found in charity shops. I buy my shoes in charity shops. Because, even if I buy them in a shoe shop, they keep on hurting. I buy them in charity shops. Do I have a pair of brogues? We wouldn't call them brogues. I forget what Americans call them. What do Americans call brogues? What do Americans call brogues? What do they call brogues? Accent. That's not right. Wingtips. They're called wingtips. Low-heeled shoe or boot traditionally. Yeah, they're called wingtips. They're like fancy shoes. They're not fancy. They got extra stuff going on. You can get handmade pair for around 70 pounds in Londonistan of shoes. You can you? I'm not sure you can, but maybe you can. Maybe they're sitting there making shoes. Was Al Capone shoes? Was it AI Capone? So you gathered here is that UK men's and ladies are the same, as are the EU, but the US have different sizes for men and women. Is that what you got from that thing? So it's a lot better. It's a lot. I mean, if you're gonna go from men's sizes to women's sizes, it's better to be in Europe, I think. Wrong tips from Londonistan. Wrong tips, not wing tips, but wrong tips. That's quite funny. That's quite funny. Anyway, Caroline Cooper, men's shoes will be broader. Oh, I guess they are. Yeah, I guess they might be. But women need wide shoes too. Men need to wear wide shoes. We're basically forcing our feet into small pairs of shoes. Today I learned that U.S. shoe sizes are gendered. That's the question that I wanted to know. Are gendered. American wingtips seem to be two-tone at the time of Capone. I guess that was the fashion style. Ooh, do they still make those, Cuffy? I mean, I've got shoes like that which have the holes cut into the front part. Adidas, they thems. Adidas, they thems. They thems because they're gendered. They're gendered basically. So what do I do with these shoes? What do I do with these shoes? They could be 169 pounds new, and they're pretty good condition, used. Golf shoes don't count, Lewis. Well, I'll show you a pair of shoes that I have. Here we go. I don't know whether you can see this. Can you see these? There you go. These are Lokes, I think. Yeah, Lokes. I think I paid 20 pounds for them, or 10 pounds. Some ridiculously low amount of money. Low amount of money. I don't even know why I'm showing them to you. Um, well, of course, but most people stay away from absolute scat bags, Alex. What are we up to here, Joodles? I don't even know what we're discussing here. Um, do the US have different sizes for 76 different genders? That's funny. That's also funny, yeah. Golf shoes don't count, Lewis. These aren't golf shoes. Clean them up and sell them. Where is the best place to sell them? Should I go on to Gumtree, eBay, Vinted? Vinted, they try to sell things for next to nothing. I don't know. Um, I've got to get some shoe cleaners, I guess. Well, of course, but don't most people stay away from absolutes? What are we talking about here, Jules? I don't know what we're talking about, Alex. Only if they're clean. Yeah, most people like clean, especially women, especially shoes like this. These are fancy dress shoes. Like it matters, really. Like it matters. But I think if you're going to buy a pair of shoes, they need to be super clean. The U.S. shoe stars is at one, making it larger than the UK. For instance, if you have a UK 7 men's size, then you should get a US 8 to get the perfect fitting shoes. Right? That's right. My feet are need to be. I'm a size of maybe a size. I've had big feet. I used to go running and my feet got larger. I also had gout back in the day, which I don't have anymore. Okay. I should get a size, if I'm in the US, I should be a size 8 to get the perfect fitting shoes. For women, there are two size differences. Meaning, what does that mean? If you get it, so if a size 5 is like a size 7 in the UK, I think that's right. Kiwi black, bring them up. Um, what kind of, I mean, just any kind of black color? I have kiwi black here. Videos of women getting clean boots in muddy puddles were once popular. Why would they be popular? Why would they be popular? Not the boot seller. They're suede. No, before he destroys them. No. Okay. What was? I'm putting the kiwi away. Not the boot seller. They're suede before he destroys them. All Jews have big feet that stops us blowing over in the wind. A dream. A dream. I'm not. I'm a pretty sure I'm a blower over kind of guy. I used to go running, so I have large feet. Mr. Cuffs quotes me. What size feet does Mo Farah have? Yes, yeah, your feet can get muscly, and muscly feet means bigger feet. At least that's what I thought. But in retrospect, I think I had gout. That's why my feet were always hurting. Even my feet hurt right now a little bit because I've got high uric acid. I've got uric acid. I think if I can find the here's I'm going to test my uric acid right now because I've been testing it. You have size 13 UK, you've got huge feet. Kermit has really big feet. Why do you have such big feet, Kermit? You look like a guy with big feet. You're a big daddy. He's the director of the films. You know, you look like a guy who is the man. A guy at school dyed his hair black. We called him Kiwi Clarkson. It drove him nuts. Total sense of humor failure. Well, yeah. Some people don't have a good sense of humor. That's one of my best qualities is my sense of humor. Six Badge, it says, speaking of runners, British athletes Kelly Hodgkinson's just smashed the 800-meter world record, and I would love to smash Keely Hodge. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I never heard of that. I'm checking my uric acid. I don't know why I'm doing that because I don't have a blood glucose test. I would test that now. Mo Farah has size 8 feet. Not sure what size feet the real Mo Farah has. Cellaire says. I don't understand that either. Mike Lebowski is here. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer's live stream. A U.S. size 10. A U.S. size 10 Willie is a Scottish size 2. What are you saying? Are you saying that Americans are liars? Is that what you're saying, Mike? Well done, Keeley. Who is Keeley? Good sense of humor on daily. 363. Which is a 6, which is not good. It should be a 2 or something. I never understood muddy boot videos. I never even saw them. Someone said it was like a metaphor. But these are suede, you know. These are not good boots. They just look good. You shouldn't go out wearing suede boots. Caroline Cooper. Okay. Mo Farah stole the name, Lewis. What? How did he steal the name? He stole the name, Mo Farah. That's not his real name. I watched her live during the London 2010-12 Olympics. Interesting. Are they just for indoors then? Yeah, practically. How could you wear them outside? I'd have loved to have gone in 2012. I took an entire month off work to watch it. Yeah, congratulations. Mo is Somali. UK Video Clips is here too. 1.31K. You are on the way to silver YouTube wall fig, Lewis. I mean, I only let them put up 3.1. That's 1,300. It's been a long march to get people to watch this thing. I don't even know if it's worth it. I've just been on Lewis's Vinted, and he's selling the Queen Silver Jewed goblet cups. I don't think Lewis should be allowed to profit from royal family merchandise, considering his politics on them. Well, what else can they do except make your money? Here they are right here. Here they are right here. Look at how beautiful this thing is. It's actually quite gorgeous. How much am I selling them for? Can you see that? Can you see it says ER, E2R, It's look at this. It's quite good condition too. Where is this thing made? Prink and Nash. Prink Nash. Made at Prink Nash. Have you heard of this? Do you know what this thing's? I got two of them. Why don't you order them? I'll put it in a box. And I'll send it to you. At go to um go to um go to Nunhead Man. That's what you got to do. The word assume makes an ass. Okay, thank you, Joodles. Thank you, McCuff. Thank you, Warmellian. Lewis on the grift. Yes, I mean I did. If you remember, I was very busy doing this. I haven't done anything lately. I gotta put stuff up. I mean the place is really getting crammed with stuff. How about this plate? Maybe I should put this plate up. Do you want to? What about this plate? Can you see that? Do you look at how ugly these people are? The girl looks all right. Kids look almost. I'm not saying they look that good. And then that man, that horrible man. I'm on the grift. Thank you, UK video clips. I like it. Is the grift similar to the graft? The ones to have are the QE1 ones, original plus hundreds of years. That's basically true. It's QE2. Worst king, worst queen ever. Worst monarch ever. Actually, have this clean. There you go. Can you see what that says? Royal family. I mean, how much is this thing worth? I've been staring at it for years. Paul Mall wear. They took like an old. It needs to be washed. Oh, look what I have here. Maybe somebody wants this. My hero. Can you see this? Commemorating their wedding. Look at those two people. You probably can't see that. He has a limited time to sell it, Warmellian. Any prospective buyer will soon no longer be with us. Anybody who likes the royal family. I mean, you guys like the royal family. £7.50. Go to Vinted and buy it if you want to support Lewis Schaffer. I don't know if you do. After the things that I said the last couple of days, I was thinking maybe you're gonna turn on me. There you go. This is, and it has the thing on the back, but it doesn't look as good. There you go. That's 40 years old. Look at that. And it's still heavy. You're talking to me, Joodles. You're on very thin ice with my hero. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. You know. Jeffrey Epstein was a very bad man. You've got enough dust collectors. Anybody want to buy some dust? Andy Pandy, Sugar and Pie, diddled kids. And we don't know whether he didn't diddle any kids, as far as I can tell. But I mean, the thing, he supposedly gave away state secrets. I think that's what they're getting him at. Why don't they go after the king? The king is giving away the entire country of state secrets. I like to correct Lewis's punctuation as he does my punctuation. Yeah, well, what did I say that was wrong? What did I say? Correct me. Correct me, Paul Yoward. Oh, come on, Lewis. We all know that you already feel you are already Epstein in disguise. Yeah, I mean, he had a good life for about 20 years, 30 years. He was like something. He was like hanging out with all these people, and he was such a worthless loser. As far as I can tell, well, I'm not looking at any of the evidence. What is the evidence to look at? Yeah. I mean, these guys, I've been watching programs. They're Americans under the Obama administration who are so, yes, he was bad. I don't know. Why are they just picking on him? They take away his house. They're basically destroying the guy. You know what he's become? He's become like Harvey Weinstein when he was at trial, trying to seem vulnerable. Marjorie Dawes taught us that dust is very low in calories. Never heard of who Marjorie Dawes is. What's a state secret between these two friends? Yeah, probably. And then he got paid money. How much supposedly? I don't know. Did he? What did he do that was so wrong? William is in charge. The royal handover is a done deal now. They need to protect the family now. Yeah. I mean, the one thing you could say about William, he seems more reliable, but you don't know. I mean, you shouldn't have a royal family. You should say, Lewis, you were right. You should not have a royal family. He is still having a good time with Maxwell in Tel Aviv. Yeah, I mean, you got to give the Jews in Israel credit, Mossad credit. They got their fingers in everything. Why do you care? You despise the royal family, yet somehow you can't do anything but stick up for the filthy non-straighter prick. Why? Because I feel like they're piling on him, and because I maybe am a filthy non-prick, whatever it is, traitor prick. Anybody could be accused of that, you know? And they're trying to make it seem like Prince Charles is okay. He's selling out the entire country, which you guys agree with. Don't you agree with? Do you agree with it? You're selling out. Six Badges, War Mellion is talking to Six Badges, makes a good point. He makes a good point. Did any of us know of Lewis before Epstein died? I've been around. You can Google me. That's rubbish. Don't go saying that. That's totally not true. You know me. You know me. I'm your friend. You know me. War Mellion. You know me. You know me. Anyway, apart from treason and possibly other offenses, he did nothing. Yeah, maybe. But you see how the press is in this country. You see how the state media is in this country. You see how they're a bunch of lie. We were talking about that earlier with the COVID thing, how they just lied and lied. Matt Lucas was picked on for being a Jew the other day. Who? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, he's a Jew. He's a Jew. What is the matter with him being bald? He was on a high-carb diet. Yeah, he was on a high-carb diet. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. But he's lost all of his hair. Lucas and Williams, two pervs in a pod. Can we say that? I don't think we could say that about Matt Lucas. And I don't know if we could say that about David Williams. He was a good-looking guy, tall, and hit on girls. That's Lewis Schaffer. It's bizarre to fight to take up, and I can't. I mean, we do have to agree that that the press cannot be trusted. I mean, does that mean I'm going to automatically side with Prince Andrew? I feel for the guy because he's a bit dim. He's dim. He's dim, and you see these people from the British press. They're so nasty. I've seen a few situations like this. It's a bizarre fight. No, okay. Warren Foster is here. Warren Foster is from Warsaw. Am I right? Warsaw. He's from Warsaw. Aren't you from Warsaw, Warren Foster? Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Good evening to you, Warren Foster from Warsaw. That arrest today was staged off the Plod station for a couple of hours, then released, no charges, and home for tea or dinner, as Andrew would say. Um, yeah, we say tea in America. We don't say tea. We say dinner in America. Time for dinner. Prince Charles. Sorry, I meant Prince. I mean King Charles. I can't think of him as a king. He's not a king. He's a temporary thing. Live chat. I know you've already been reminded. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Cuff. But you've been in Google since then. Yes, it says live chat there. Thank you very much. That's right. I do have to constantly check it, Mr. Steve Cuff. I do. Are women who dress in school uniforms corrupt? Um, Interesting point. Interesting point. It may have been high tea. Well, what is high tea? Isn't that like 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you get tea and you get what's that? What that sandwich is with the green stuff? The green what is the green stuff called in the middle of sentences? Lewis, you empathize with the flaws of a man. I understand your position. All men can be corrupted. Yes. Yes. Yes, even Lewis Schaffer could be corrupted. You're in a difficult situation. Hold on a second. Let me plug the thing in here. Yeah, yes. 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 I don't know what I'm saying yes to. I'm saying yes, it's very easy. It's very easy for men to be corrupted. Yeah, I feel for men. I feel for men. I'm trying to think of a movie where a man has been corrupted, where a man who was an okay guy and he's like basically a, any movies. Can you think of any movies? And people always say to me, "Oh, you don't care." I care about a lot of different people. I do care, not just people like myself. I care about women too. Charles HRH is lost. The man is ill, and I can forgive him. Well, you should only forgive somebody who says they're sorry and know that they did wrong. Alopecia is now caused by carbs. Yes, alopecia is caused by carbs. Well, you don't believe me, Kermit. You've been so streperous. Is that the right word? You've been so usurpious lately, Kermit. You're just disagreeing with me like crazy. Can alopecia be caused by high carbohydrate foods? I'll say diet. I'll say diet. I'm looking at this here. I didn't say diet. Yes. 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 Okay, take a look at this, people. Look at this. Yes, he's got alopecia. Read what this says here and offer Lewis Schaffer an apology. Offer Lewis Schaffer an apology. Can you read that, everybody? While sugar itself does not directly cause hair follicles to fall, it triggers metabolic changes, inflammation, hormonal, which severely affect hair health. That's why everybody's bald nowadays. That's why Lewis Schaffer tries to. I'm not bald yet, but I'm 70 years old. I'm 71 years old. That's like old. Lucas has he does, Paul Yoward. Alopecia is now caused by carbs. Can you see that, everybody? Do you want to read that? There we go. He's guilty of fraud, insider trading, possibly. Who are you saying? Prince Andrew. Lewis, you empathize. Yeah. Though Matt Lucas is really funny. I think he's really funny. Basically, I've lost control of the stream. Starmer said that nobody is above the law when he is getting arrested for misconduct in public office. First of all, he is above the law because he is royalty. That's what royalty means. You're born into a position. There is no law. Cress, that's right. Watercress, that's right. Thank you, Kermit. Watercress. Yeah, he's going to have his high tea watercress sandwich. Unfortunately, in the Manor Hospital, had to bring my mom. You're in the Manor Hospital. Bring my mom because the carer was concerned about her acting unusual and losing mobility. How old is your mom? Take her off the carbs. After the guillotines came out, he might. Up until then, he will terrorize the peons to prop him up. Gnome Hunter talks to Mr. Cuff. High tea is served at a high table. Low tea is served on low side tables. Is that where that comes from? I've never heard that. Anybody want to back that up before I believe that? I'm not going to believe it, but I might believe it if somebody else backed it up. Keith Bexley is here, and Ruben is here. All the real men. The real men. We only have Joodles as the only woman here. Why is that? Turns out my eating guacamole creates a biohazard. I mean, guacamole is made with avocados. Just horrible. Horrible. Mushy pea buddies. Mike Lebowski. Is that an Epstein Prince Edward code word? Mushy pea buddies. Mushy pea. Alopecia is usually caused by stress or shock. He's had it since he was a child. He was possibly, or he was high carb diet. High carb diet. Stay away from the carbs. Eusebius. Is that a word or a disease? Is that the right word? Eusebius. I don't even know if that's a word or a disease. We had high tea at school. It was served at a table as opposed to afternoon tea, which was honestly just tea and toast in the dorm room. Fancy school. That's a fancy school if they serve you tea and toast. Do you remember, what's his name used to have tea and toast at the filming of Get Back? John Lennon and George Harrison used to eat toast. Very unhealthy. I mean, it's good, delicious. Toast is delicious, but it's unhealthy. Hopefully, she'll get sorted thanks to your concern. Yeah, well, how old is your mom? So in Cambridge, do they have high tea at a high table? Paul Yoward asks. Offer Lewis an apology. Yes, Kermit, offer me an apology. Because it even said it in Google, and Google tends to lie. But they don't usually lie in the anti-carb direction. Okay? Mushy peas on a Scotch pie with vinegar is ace. I would say, if you're at home, I would say it's not ace. But let's say you're out at one of those great Scottish pubs, and it's a cold, rainy day, and there's a fireplace going, and you're sitting in a leather chair in the corner, and you look outside and it's dark, and you're just so happy to be slightly warm. UK video clips. That sounds amazing. UKVC, says Seller. What does that mean? He couldn't have eaten enough carbs. Hold on a second. Carbs as a child to have lost all of his hair, you buffoon. Yes, he could have. It's those people who get, plus other factors too. But the easiest thing is to cut back on carbs. You can't cut back on shocking, stressful incidents. Can you do that? How did I age 3 years today? I did. I aged. I'm losing my hair. Lewis is our living memory. You don't know anything before you met me. You realize that the criteria that Google is highlighting you would need to eat carbs and only carbs for years on end to amplify the effect, to go bald from pure carbs. But you'd be dead before that. No, I don't believe that, no, Hunter. I don't believe that. I mean, obviously, you're not going to go bald overnight for eating carbs for one day. Everybody, go to Vinted and buy two of these things. You can buy them two at once, and then you can drink with your loved ones. I would clean it first. I would clean it first. Yeah, no. I think overall it builds loss of control of the stream. Must be the Russians. Yeah, this is. I'm not doing a good job here. I'm not doing a good job here, but I'm having a hard time. I wouldn't have a, I wouldn't have a full head of dark wavy hair if carbs made you bald. They can make you bald, but they also maybe you come from a horrible country and ancestors that ate a lot of carbs back in the day, I guess. But you're also a young man, Kermit. You're not even, how old are you? 52 years old or something. Um, and maybe my eating carbs. I went out, I had an ice cream, a small ice cream, a cornetto. I'm holding a cornetto. And then I came here and I had a little bit of, my son brought in some blackberry sauce and sugar. It was delicious. It was delicious. It was delicious. I scared all the muff away. There's no girls here. Is that what you're saying? She's 87. Yeah, that's pretty old. That's pretty old. Is she living? She's not living with you. I gave a whole speech about that. If I had a hairline like that, I'd have a number two buzz cut. Says whatever. A kid when I was growing up, he was about 7, lost all his teeth and some adult teeth eating sweets. He was not even fat, but that's all he would eat. Yes. Yeah. And the NHS, I have a friend of mine whose son had his teeth removed, and she was furious. And she's an NHS doctor who I happen to like a lot. She doesn't respect my opinion. She thinks I'm wrong about all this stuff. So you're not alone. If you think that you're the only one who doesn't think that I'm wrong, you're 53. I thought you were 52. Yeah, well, that's young. That's really proper young. Wait till you hit 63. Wait till you hit my age, 72 years old. I'm going to buy a cradle, but you have to box it and send it to me. You're going to buy the cradle. No, you come and visit my house. I'll make you a cup of tea. Um, John Allen is here too. That last comment is a bit close to the bone. What last comment? Oh, about the guy losing his teeth? Which one was that? Which one is that? Is it true that Mikhail Peterson is weaning herself onto vegetables? If this is true, why? She was looking good on her diet, in my opinion. Yes, she was looking good. But here's what happens. Here's what happens. I always think about eating vegetables because they're delicious. Because not only the vegetables have sugar in them, but they're all different colors. They're all moist and wet, and then you can put really great dressing on it. So that's what happens. You just get bored of being on a high carb, on a high meat diet. I've changed. Okay. I had a birthday, remember? I don't remember. I do remember that. I don't listen to me, Garrett. I do care about you. How is Nunhead American Radio going with the commie? Oh, what can I tell you? He lives close by, comes to the house. Maybe I'll see if I can film tomorrow. Again, with the name change. Ruben has changed his name. He used to be Andrew Ruben and whatever it is. Let him change his name as long as we know who it is. I had French beans today with beef chunks. I mean, what is French beans? It's just it's the stuff that goes on it that's good. He has a leftist brain, poor chap. Yeah, well, a lot of people do. You guys do too. We were talking about council housing, and you're all gung ho on the council housing. That's a leftist brain. You don't even realize it's a leftist brain. I mean, I've got so few real friends. I hope you guys may someday become my real friend. Somebody who I like, you know, I moved to another country and I'm alone. I'm alone and lonely. I didn't have any friends in America either. So let's everybody wish Warren's mom good. Alopecia universalis is a severe autoimmune condition that causes complete hair loss on the scalp and body, including eyebrows. Yeah, why does that cause complete hair loss? Because they put the name universalis on it. So they saw somebody who has a complete hair loss and they just said, "Oh, you've got universalis," because they want to give a Latin name to everybody. Do you believe in laissez-faire approach to economics? Because that is the only genuine reason to not like government schemes in welfare. I generally do. Except when it comes to cutting down trees and cutting, that kind of thing. Morrison's chicken jalfrezi was amazing today. I saw a YouTube video about a guy who went into Morrison's to compare it to the food at the Morrison's Cafe, to compare it to the food at Waitrose. So yes, Paul Yoward, yes. That's not leftist. It's an obvious solution to families living in bread and breakfast because we give immigrants. It's not a solution to constantly be building housing. It's not a solution to that. But I do believe it. I don't think, we're not going to talk about this anymore. But I don't believe the government should be owning any housing. F the government, F the council, F the state. The hair thing is this guy's Matt Lucas, so he does not look Jewish. Didn't work against the anti-Semites. Did they say bad things about him today? F me, he's turning into a Miliband now. Me. Well, I have a belief system. That's my belief system. I don't think it works. I would like to. We don't have a Morrison's close to here. Where is the nearest Morrison's? I'm going to have to Google where the nearest Morrison's is. Oh, I know where the nearest. What am I saying? The Morrison's is right down in Peckham. What am I saying? Ready meals, most unhealthy food you can eat. Ruben says, period, capital ultra-processed, and full of salt and sugar. Yeah, probably ready meals. I don't eat ready meals anymore. I ate them for a while. I ate them for a long time, and then I realized I can't be eating carbs. In other words, you are silly. This is Noam. He says, you are silly. Laissez-faire died with the robber barons. They learned that if you don't induct yourself within the directed economy, you lose out. Induct. What do you mean by induct? They learned that if you didn't induct yourself within the directed economy, what do you mean by that? I don't know. Lewis, you eat ready meals for a living. So much frozen pizza. I don't eat that much. Like today, I woke up, I had eggs, steak, and bacon. And then I had a tiny bit of pizza. I showed you the box. It was like this much. Can you see how small that was? It was this much, Alex. And then for tea, I had more beef. I had 3 Herta hot dogs. And then I had an ice cream, which is a processed food. Yeah, you're right. I eat too much of it. 20 minutes in the air fryer. Delicious. I don't want to. I'm trying to sell the air fryer here. I'm trying to sell it. You can go to Lewis Schaffer Marketplace. Go to Lewis Schaffer Marketplace. And you can see what I have for sale there. Maybe buy something there. Morrison's is my favorite supermarket. It's like a Garden of Eden. I wouldn't say it's a Garden of Eden, no. You're insane. I mean, I like it because I get the meat, I get the beef drippings. My curry was not really a ready meal. I cooked rice separate. How about punctuation, Paul? Come on. My rice curry was not really a ready meal, period. I cooked rice separate and curry. I cooked the rice separate. Curry was oven cooked with reasonable ingredients. I don't do microwave stuff much. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Why are they letting people into the country? Why? Why are they letting so many people into the country? Why are they letting rapists and murderers why are they letting people they don't know who they are into the country? Air fryers are so cheap to run compared to conventional ovens, 10 times less. Is that true, Ruben? Maybe I should keep mine. I should keep mine. Bakery, butchers, and fishmongers in one supermarket. I personally like the idea, and they do it well. At least my local one does. Hold on a second. Ow. Ow. I didn't know that. Morrison's is good at it. It started in Bradford. Mr. Morrison in 1899 was involved in day-to-day running until up to passing away. A great character. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I go there to buy meat, and the meat does not look that fresh. It does not look that fresh in Morrison's. Why would Dire Straits installing microwave ovens? Hardly a difficult thing to do. Hold on a second. Were they doing that? I haven't had a microwave for a few years, but I need my air fryer as much as Channel 5. Streaky bacon. I guess that's a joke. That's funny. How about putting a period and marking it as a joke? On Lewis's Marketplace, if only there was something I really want, a commemorative plate of the wedding of Andrew and Sarah. I'm going to put all this stuff up. All this stuff up. I've already sold about 200 pounds worth of stuff. That's a lot of money. Speaking of 200 pounds, make sure you like and subscribe, everybody. I had a chicken vindaloo pastry from the bakery, says Kermit. I said to the girl, I may regret it. She said, it's more Madras. It won't burn your mouth. I said, it's not my mouth I'm worried about. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not gonna, well, you're gonna put it on another part of your body. Because you're 53 is a good age. That's my balls now hurt. Ow. Vatanai is here. That ain't working. Oh, I see. You play the guitar on the MTV. I have a chicken curry in the fringe back at the base, says Vatanai. I'm getting hungry, and we are 45 minutes away in the middle of nowhere. Well, as you know, the way you don't get hungry is by not eating carbs. Carbs make you hungry. Did anyone get the new 2-hour Windows update today? I just spent hours sorting my graphics settings. I don't know. I haven't updated my thing. I don't like updating it. I don't know what that means. Arse like the Japanese flag. Lewis. Madras means if something if something burns, it comes out the butt. I get it now. I get it. I think I get it. Do I get it? I think I get it. I think I get it. I'm Kermit the Crazy Frog. Ring, sting, sting, sting. Kermit the Crazy Frog. I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't eat spicy food. And I also find my bum itches when I have carbs. Too much carbs. It itches. It itches. So, do I talk about carbs too much? I had an 8-ounce steak at midday. I have lasted quite well. Yes, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, it's been a long time. I don't have 8 ounce steaks because they cost too much money. I have 8 ounces of raw brisket because it's dirt cheap, Fatanai. That's what I recommend. Also, you can go to Kofi and make a contribution. And make a contribution. Do I talk about carbs? I mean, do I? I don't know. Okay. That's the anal W's. Arts. Lewis. No, I hope it's not. I hope it's not. Wow, there was a fleeting moment of self realization there. I mean, it's something that's important to me. I'm trying to be in the room. You eat carbs every day, Lewis, so your butt itches every day. If I eat very little carbs, it doesn't itch. I used to eat about 40 grams of carbs. Now I'm eating about 70 or 80. And last couple of weeks ago, I was eating 150 to 200, which is still way less, way less. I've had 73 grams of carbs today. Yesterday, I had 64. The day before that, I had 65. The day before, oh my God. When I was on the film set, I had 313. Oh my God, that was too much. That was too much. I don't fart a lot because when you eat 65 grams of carbs, you don't fart. How is it that honeybees do so well on carbs? Um, do they eat carbs or they eat plants? Because they're honeybees. They're not humans. They're not humans. Paul. Tour de France guys have 100 grams per hour. Um, I think you'll find out that might be true, but it's unnecessary. When I ran my 2 marathons, we just used to eat pasta and pasta and pasta. Really stupid. The the buzzing sound is from their thorax. But Keith Bexley comes in and says they have no from their backsides. Mr. Cuff says, but Keith Bexley says they have a thorax. How do you think they're able to fly with those little wings and big bodies? It's all fart power. Okay, you know what? You can't blame me if my discussion deteriorates. This is deteriorating fast. Cyclists are not healthy people. No, they're not. But they're whatever. I mean, they're rubbing their balls against the. We do not have a single woman in this entire stream. Bees are hairy, but not big. So go to Patreon, Lewis Schaffer at Patreon. Go to PayPal if you want to make a contribution of a larger amount or a regular amount every month where you don't need to be bothered by me. Video Clips has a bee fun fact. The buzz is from the side, not the wings. That is interesting. Those shorts have to affect the sperm production. I think you're rubbing your balls. It's not healthy to do that. Thank you, Gnome Hunter. Thank you, Gnome. Donate to Patreon. Buy the stream of coffee. That's a great thing. Everybody, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Follow Lewis on Twitter. Join Discord. You go on Discord. There's lots of interesting stuff on there. Occasionally I go in there and watch it. And also stop rubbing them. That's another good point. But maybe not. Maybe we need to rub them in order to whatever we're going to do. Whatever we're going to do. So I think this has been an interesting stream. Has it been an interesting stream? I think it's been a relatively interesting stream. It's not has been interesting for me, really. I don't think I've had a lot of energy. I think I've been run down. I've walked 10,000 steps today.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 steps. I've walked 10,000 steps. That's too many steps. 10,000 steps. I've walked 10,000 steps. That's too many steps. I've walked 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps. That's too many steps. 10,000 steps. That's too many steps. Rusty Brown is here. What are your thoughts on former Prince William? He's my prince. I'm going to call him Prince William. Getting arrested for potentially having. See, he didn't know. He didn't get arrested for that. His hard drive being checked as we speak. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Um, well, what do you think? We've had 3 visits to patients for tonight, and the doc has given antibiotics to each one. Some of them dish them out too easily because the patient wants them and because they're pointless. They're pointless. They're pointless. Um, what I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's more. I mean, this whole thing of like searching somebody's computer, really, not really. The shoe size section was boring. Yeah, I guess it was. I thought, yeah, that was the beginning portion of the show. That was not interesting to me either. I mean, slightly interesting. I mean, I've got a pair of shoes. It's 169-pound shoes. Well, what do you guys think about Prince William? I don't like the state being used for that. You know, there are enough bad people in real life. They don't need to go anyway. Williams has less hair than his dad. The carbs he must eat. Prince William, yeah. Imagine the surname Mountbatten Windsor, though. Just legacy that exudes. Sad. He's such a prick. Well, that isn't his real name. His real name is Battenberg. They changed his name because his dad. Apparently, women's shoe sizes are completely different to men's. This is something you only learn if you were a cross-dresser or trans. I am neither. You deny that very strongly. Let's check your computer. What actually happened to the women? Laugh out loud. They actually boycotting. What happened to the women? Well, you might have to rewrite that, Alex. Any subject can be made interesting, and I already commented, Lewis. Made shoes interesting. Thank you, Paul Yoward. I thought it was mildly interesting. It's not as interesting to me as me yelling that, I hate council estates. Only the U.S. It's a different measuring system. They changed the name. That's right. It used to be Battenberg. But Mountbatten doesn't sound that, I guess it sounds more English. We did a deep dive. It was some things need a deep dive into this thing. I think. Some things need a deep dive. As I said, I feel bad. I don't know. Do I feel bad? I don't think we should have a royalty. Okay. I don't think we need a royalty. So should they get rid of Prince Andrew? They should get rid of the king too, the whole royal family. And I don't like the old queen. Okay, everybody, let's go. I'm going to read the thank yous to people. We've had no women commenting on this stream except for Joodles. Except for Joodles. Only Joodles. But what I'd like you to do is I'm going to read the list of the people, the top fans. Okay, let's go here to the top fans. And here it is, 21. The number 21 is the Jedster. Thank you, Jedster. 20 is John Allen. 19 is Ulrich. There's at 18 is Joodles. Keith Bexley is at 17. Caroline Cooper is at 16. We had girls when we were talking about shoes. Warmellian is 15. Paul, not Paul Lee, Paul is at 14. Vatanai is at 13. Warren Foster, look at how great Warren Foster looks, like a real business type person, is 12. Rusty Brown is at 11. Rocket League is at 10. Ruben is at 9. And there's 6 badges in France. A round of applause for our English representative in France. Mr. Cuff is 7. Cellaire is at 6. 5, Alex. Welcome, Alex. Streaky Bacon is 4. And the final 3. 3 is Hi-Ho Kermit. Great job. Paul Yoward is 2. And again at the first position, Noam Hunter. Thank you for being here, everybody. Now, everybody write down what you think the number is. UK Video Clip said 27. Streaky Bacon says 25. 6 Badges says 29. Everybody write it down. Write it down. Okay, thank you. Okay. Mr. Cup says 24. John Allen says 26. Rusty Brown says 25. So there we go. 6 Badges says 29. I think I said that. This show has been fine. Has been good. Has been great. It's one of our best shows. The best show. This has been the best show. It's not as been a show. It's been a stream. It's the best live stream, and you have been here. I bet Andrew is making brown Windsor tonight. Is that a kind of a cake or something? Carol Vorderman. She always comes up. I don't know what it is. I haven't asked why you're always mentioning her. One of the finest live streams ever. Yes, Warm Alien. Thank you for coming in. It is one of the best ones. Yes. Yes, it's been one of the best ones. I said it, and you're saying it too. You're backing it up. These streams are amazing, amazing streams. Pat Benatar, I forget what Pat Benatar is, why we're discussing this, but I do appreciate it. So now I'm going to say, we're going to end the show about 5 or 10 minutes early, but I'm going to say who the winner is. And according to our chief statistician, Kermit, the winner of the stream at 25, with a secondary place of 25 from Rusty Brown, is Streaky. Congratulations, Streaky. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Lucy will come back. I don't know why she's mad at me. I do know why. I don't know why. I do know why. I do know why. I do know why. Imagine. There you go. So, but thank you very much, Streaky Bacon. A round of applause because he came up with 25. And the stream is beautiful. It's basically been like a straight line all the way across for the show, which is great. People are listening and they're staying listening. Cellaire, Gnome, Ruben, Mr. Cuff, thank you for being here. Kermit, a great job. I'm really happy you're here. And I'm happy that Gnome Hunter is here as well. John Allen, thank you very much. UK Video Clips, Caroline, brilliant. Joodles, beautiful, beautiful Joodles. Paul Yoward. I mean, I think these are really great shows. The best shows ever. And you've made it the best shows in all of live streaming, basically. I get what you meant about like when you had the Vindaloo and it upset your bum. Anyway, cheers everybody. Hope Mr. Cuff, I don't know what that means. Not flatlining. It's not flatlining, but it reaches a certain point and then it goes all the way across. So it's that. So we'll see you tomorrow. What time? We're going to keep the stream going for a couple of minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you, Kermit. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm running out of energy. Let's leave it at the best. Let's leave it at the best. Kalo Vradi Magali. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what that means, but thank you very much. 5 p.m. tomorrow.